So I didn't really plan to do another one of these videos, but Discord has really changed a lot since my last video about 1.5 years ago. And the video is definitely a lot harder to follow than it used to be. So this is going to be my updated how to make a Discord server video for pretty much the year 2022, since there's only a couple months left in this year. But before we get into the video, let me take a moment to tell you about how you can make money off of your Discord server through the amazing sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. NordVPN is one of the leading VPN service providers with over 15 million users worldwide. And recently they launched a Discord partner program. Through this program, you can start earning money through commissions inside your Discord server, and it takes no time to set up at all. Simply sign up for NordVPN's partnership program by going to nordvpn.com/discord, grab some links and promotion material for your server, and then you can get all your commissions for every single purchase paid out through PayPal, wire transfers, Bitcoin, and even more. The commission rates are extremely generous and they're paid out once a month. So if you're interested in making money in your Discord server for completely free, head to the top link in the description and sign up for NordVPN's Discord partnership program today. Now let's get on to the video. So to make this even easier to follow than I ever have before, I'm actually on a brand new Discord account this time. So it's completely brand new. I have no server. So this is literally, if you just downloaded Discord and you want to make a server right away, this is going to be perfect for you. So first thing you're going to do is come over to the top left. You're going to click add a server. You're not going to join any of these. You're going to click at the top, create my own. Now, this is where you want to decide, are you making a server just for you and like maybe a small group of your friends? Or are you someone like me, a content creator, and you want to make a server for your community or a larger group of people, maybe like for a school club or something? That's what you're going to pick here. For me, I'm going to pick the first one. And we're going to change the name to, let's just do test server. And we're going to create, if you want to upload an image, you are able to right there at the start, but you can go back and do that at any time if you want. And now you've got your brand new server. By default, you're going to get a general text channel and a general voice channel. To make this a little easier for beginners to follow, the first thing we're going to do is set up all the channels. And then after that, we're going to go and do the permissions, and then we'll do the roles. Later on in the video, we'll get onto the bots. So we're going to base this server off of what my server is based off of, is a community server for all the people that watch me on YouTube. So you may not set up the same exact channels as I set up, but I'm just going to show you how to do it, give you a bunch of examples as we go. So to make a new text channel, what you're going to do is come up here to the plus button where it says create channel, and you're going to simply type in you're going to select if you want it to be a text channel or a voice channel. Then you're just going to type in the name of the channel you want. So for this one, we'll start off with a rules channel. You're just going to create it, and then boom, right there, you've got a new rules channel. And then to show you guys what it's like to make a voice channel, you just come in and let's make one for music, create channel, and that's going to give you a new music voice channel. Now, later we're going to set up some different categories, and you'll be able to drag these channels anywhere you want. But first, like I said, we're just going to set up all the actual channels first. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Make a channel, boom, text or voice, type in what you want. For this one, we'll do welcome and enter, and boom, your channel is made. I'm gonna go through and go ahead and set up a bunch of channels. It's super self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna sit here and waste your guys' time showing you every single one I make. So we're gonna fast forward to after I get all of them made. Okay, so now you've got all of your channels made. As you can see, I just have a whole list of them here. It's very unorganized. So now I'm gonna show you guys something called categories, and then we're gonna jump into how to quickly edit the permissions of all of these channels. So categories are basically what you see up here, text channels and voice channels. It groups everything up for you so you can neatly organize all of your channels on your server. So we're going to make a couple different categories real quick. And to make a category, it's super simple. Simply right click in any of the empty space over here and click create category. And then you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to make one called welcome and create category. So now you can see I have a brand new category down here. And what I'm going to do for the welcome category is basically put all the like introductory stuff to the server down here. So the welcome channel will be there. Oh, if I could drag it down there, right? The welcome channel will be there. The rules channel will be in the welcome category. I can't seem to drag these down here for some reason. There we go. We're also going to put the updates channel down there. And I believe that is all we will put there for now. For some reason, I accidentally made 2 update channels, but I'll use it to show you guys how to delete a channel. If you ever want to delete a channel, you can come into the settings and click delete, or to do it a little bit quicker, right click, delete channel, that easy. So next up, I'm going to make a category for these channels for my mods and my admins. These are going to be the private channels that I don't want everyone in the community to see, like regular members. I only want the people that are my mods and admins to be able to see. So we're gonna right click, create category. We're gonna name it mod admin, click enter. And we're going to drag the admin's text channel in there and the mods text channel in there as well. So again, I don't want to bore you guys with this. It's super easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and finish setting up my categories and then we'll pick it up in just a second. Okay, so I've got all the categories set up already. So as you can see, right off the bat, it already looks super organized and way neater than it was with everything just stacked up all together. Now, if you want to organize it a little bit more, you can actually drag everything in the category by just grabbing the category name, and you can pull it all the way down, and you can drag the entire category down and it'll pull everything down for you. So I'm gonna keep the voice channels at the bottom. I'm gonna move this up underneath the welcome. I'm actually gonna put the welcome on top and put the gesture category, which is like my stuff, right? My content, everything's gonna go in these two channels here. So we got the welcome, my content category, my regular general text channels, the private channels, voice channels, and the private voice channels. So next up, before we jump into permissions on these categories, what we're gonna do is make a couple roles so we can actually give those roles permissions. So to make a new role, you're going to come up here to the top left, click the drop down arrow, click server settings, and the second option is gonna be roles. Down here is going to display all the roles you make. Since we have none, we're going to click create role. And on the left side as well, you can also see all of your roles. So we're not gonna mess with any of the permissions because I'm gonna show you guys an easy way to do that through the categories. So you don't have to come in and change every single permission on every individual role. That'll take you forever. So we're just gonna make a couple test roles here. Again, you guys can set up as many as you want. I'm just gonna do a few so I can keep this nice, short, and sweet. We're gonna make a member role. And then right here, you can actually select the color you want for the role. You can quick select a color, or you can click custom color, and you can actually change it to whatever color you want. We'll do a light blue for this one. And we're gonna come down here and display role members separately from online members. I'll show you guys what that's gonna do in just a little bit once we actually get the bots in here. But for now, just make sure you check that on all of your roles when you make them. We're gonna click save changes, and we're actually gonna make a couple more roles. So we're gonna click back, we're gonna click create role, and we're going to make a moderator role. We're going to make the moderators purple, and we're going to display them separately from online members. And we're gonna save. We're gonna create, oh yeah, I'm sorry, you don't have to click back. You can actually create role right here. So create role, we're gonna make admin. We're gonna make that pinkish red, display separately, save changes. We're gonna create a owner role that's gonna be for me. We're going to make it a seafoam green and display separately, save changes. And lastly, we're going to make a role called bot that is going to be for all the bots in the server, and we are going to make that yellow. Display separately and save changes. So basically what these roles are going to do, if I come back to the main screen of my server and over here on the member list, I can right click my name, click roles, and I can actually select owner, give myself the owner role. Now you can see instead of it saying online, it now gives me the role title, and it actually changed the color of my name to green. So if I type a message in here, it's actually going to be green, and you can click on me and you can see all of my roles right there on the screen. If you come back into your role settings, you can actually drag these however you want. So you're gonna wanna keep the members at the bottom, obviously. You're gonna wanna be at the top. You're gonna want your moderators to be right there and your admins to be right under you. We're gonna click save changes. Now we've got all that set up. And now we're going to set up the permissions. The permissions are gonna let you decide what members are gonna be able to do what and see what in your server. So obviously we don't want everyone to be able to see these mod and admin text channels, right? So what we're gonna do is instead of updating the permissions for each individual channel, you can actually right click on the category itself, and you can go to edit category, permissions, and you can actually edit the permissions for that entire category. And anytime you put a new text channel or voice channel in that category, it'll automatically update the permissions of that voice or text channel to the permissions for that category. So a super easy way to keep everything organized and neat without having to go through individually and set up permissions for every single one, because that would take you forever. So we are currently editing the permissions for everyone in the server, hence the name @everyone. And basically, since we don't want anyone to see these servers, you can do this really easy. View channels, just click the X on it, and boom, it'll tell you it makes it a private channel. So basically we don't have to sit here and go, if you have OCD and you want to X every single thing, you can, but by clicking the X on view channels, you can click save and no one's gonna be able to see those channels, anything in that category. But you don't wanna stop there. As you can see up here, the only people that can see this channel is me, and no roles can see it. The only person that can see it is me. But we want our mods and admins to be able to see these channels. So we're gonna click the plus button and we're going to add our moderator in there. And we're going to make it where our moderator can see the channel. And that will allow them to do anything they want in the channel. If you want to come through and make it where they can only do certain stuff, like yes, they can send messages in threads. Maybe you don't want them to manage the channels. You don't want them to edit the channel names or anything. You can disable that. Feel free to go through, read all of these permissions and set it up how you want your server to be set up, right? You might want your mods to have less power than I want my mods to have, you know? So I'm not gonna waste time and go through and change every single permission for you guys. I'll let you do that on your own. It's pretty self-explanatory, but that is how you change it. And you can see now up here, who can access this category? Anyone with the moderator role can now access that category. We wanna add one more role to this, so we're gonna click the plus button again. We're gonna click admin, and we're gonna make it where admins can view the channels. So we're gonna click save changes. Our admins and our moderators can now view these mod and admin channels. As you can see, they are private channels because everyone cannot see them. So you're gonna have a little bitty lock symbol on the top left corner of the channels. So I'll walk through a couple more with you guys. We're gonna jump into the permissions for the text channels. Text channels, edit category, permissions. So these are going to be a little more in-depth than the others. So we obviously want people to be able to view these channels. Yes, at everyone. We don't want them to manage the channels. We don't want them to be able to change the channels' names or descriptions. We don't want them to be able to change permissions. And we don't want them to be able to manage webhooks. I personally do want them to be able to create invites. I want them to be able to send messages in threads, create public threads, create private threads. They can embed links. I will let them attach files. I will let them add reactions. I'll let them use external emojis, and I'll let them use external stickers. But I do not want them to be able to mention at everyone, at here, or all roles. That basically means that anyone that joins your server would be able to type at everyone and they can send a mass ping out to everyone in your server. Obviously you don't want them to do that. So we're gonna disable that setting for them. We don't want them to be able to manage messages, not manage threads. We do want them to be able to read message history. We don't want them to be able to send text-to-speech messages. Those can get extremely annoying. And we don't want them to use application commands. Next up, for any voice channels inside this category, we do want them to be able to connect voice channels to this category. We'll allow them to speak in these channels. We'll allow them to share their face cam, screen share, or stream a game in these channels. We're not gonna let them start activities. We're gonna limit that to the moderators. We'll let them use voice activity. Priority speaker, I'm not really even sure what that is. Keep that, you can just keep that like that. Mute members, we don't want them to have the power to mute other people, nor deafen, nor should they have the power to move other members. So now we've got all the permissions set up for the at everyone in this category. So we're gonna save changes. Now, another way to make this a little easier on yourself, if you don't want to come through on every single category and set up the permissions for your moderators, what you can actually do is come back to your server settings and go to roles, click on your moderators, and you can actually set up permissions inside your moderator. This will bypass all the category permissions because the role itself has these different permissions. Like if you want your moderators to be able to manage roles, you can check that. If you want them to be able to, all this stuff up here is basically managing stuff inside your server. So go through and set those up how you want. But if you want them to be able to do things like manage messages in obviously they're a moderator, so you're gonna want them to manage the message, be able to delete messages or pin messages in every single text channel across the board. So what you can do is you're in your role permissions, you can actually come in and set up all of that inside of your role permissions. That way you don't have to go through, and obviously we want them to be able to mute members, deafen members, and move members who are being toxic. So that you can save changes And that way you don't have to go through and set those up on each category because the role itself has it. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope I explained that kind of well. And then your admins, a really easy thing for your admins. It's a one-click fix. Your admins, obviously, you're gonna want them to be able to do every single thing that you can do. These are your most trusted individuals. The only thing they cannot do is delete the server. Only you can do that. So if you go to the permissions for your admin role and you come all the way to the bottom, you can check that box and that'll give them every single permission in the server. You can even see this is a dangerous permission to grant. So you wanna make sure you only give people the administrator role that you trust to be an administrator. I trust all my admins, so I'm gonna save changes. The admins can now do every single thing. They can bypass every single thing in the server. So once again, kind of self-explanatory, right? A little bit complicated, but self-explanatory. I'm not gonna go through and set up every single one of these with you guys because I'm gonna let you guys set them up how you wish. I walked through 2 of them with you. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the permissions for the rest of my channels, or the rest of my categories, I'm sorry. And we'll get, as soon as I'm done with that, we'll jump into the last segment of the video, bots. All right, so I've got all the categories set up. Just go, I'll show you guys one more time what I did for like the welcome category. I wanted to allow everyone to view the channels, but that's all I wanted them to do is see the content in the channels, but I didn't want them to do anything else. I did allow them to add reactions or use external emojis and read message history so they can read messages before they join the server, but I don't want them to be able to do anything else besides just read the messages. So I X'd everything besides those 4 or 5 settings there. So just wanted to show you guys what that looks like. Now let's jump into the bots. So as far as the bots go, I'm gonna give you guys maybe 2 to 3 different options for bots, but as far as the tutorial goes, I'm only gonna walk you guys through the main bot that the only bot that I use in my server, which is Me6. So all you're gonna wanna do is come to me6.xyz. You can just type in Me6 on Google and it'll take you straight here. If you're not logged in already, then log in up here on the top right, and then you can go to My Servers, and you should see your server here. You want to set up your server, and it's going to pop up a box for you to add the bot, add Me6 into your server. It's basically inviting him. You click continue. We want Me6 to do a lot of things, so we're going to give it permission to everything in our server, and we're going to click authorize. Confirm that you are not a robot. Oh my God, I actually have to do this. Hold on. Train. Next. Train. Next. Oh no, I missed one. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I don't know what's happened. Anyways, so then you're gonna be brought to this screen. If you come back to Discord, you're going to see over here on the right that Me6 is in your server, and you can see a welcome message that Discord put in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and give Me6 the bot role. You guys don't have to do this, but we did make a bot role earlier. It's just something I like to do to help recognize what are bots, especially if you have a lot of them. Just right click on Me6, go down to roles, and check the bot box. So now you will see his name is in yellow and he now has the bot role. And for this message, if this message popped up in another chat for you guys, like general or something, if you come up here to the top left and go to server settings, the first option right here, system messages channel, you can actually change that to your welcome channel that we made. And it'll do all of these things for you, right? So it'll, when someone joins the server, it'll automatically put a message letting you know, hey, someone joined the server, and you can pick whatever channel you want that message to go to. Anyways, back to setting up the actual Me6 bot here on the dashboard. The reason I'm gonna give you guys a couple different bot options that you can use in tangent with Me6 is that some of the features you guys may want, like social connections down here, basically it'll notify people when you go live on Twitch or when you post a YouTube video or anything. These are premium features, and it looks like these are the only 5 premium features, right? But when you actually start getting into it, like click on the levels, almost every feature in the levels plugin is a premium feature, right? So from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like there's a lot of premiums, but a lot of stuff is hidden and deep inside the actual plugin. So as I set this bot up, if you guys run into something, like if you want these social connections, I'm pretty sure either Carlbot or DinoBot offers these features for free. So you can go get Carlbot. I'll have the link in the description. You can get Carlbot and DinoBot, and you can add those into your server and use that feature for free. Just use those bots for that feature specifically. But I'm not gonna walk you guys through everything on here. There's a ton of features in the Me6, as you can see. I'm gonna walk you guys through a few that are the most important just to get your server set up and running, And then later on, you guys can come through and check out all these other cool features that it offers. So to kick things off, let's start up here at the top with server management. We're going to mess around with the welcome. The main thing that we're going to use here is give a role to new users. I think some of you guys might like this feature. Basically what this is gonna do is as soon as someone joins your server, Me6 can automatically go ahead and give them a role or multiple roles. So if you want someone to join your server and instantly get the member role, you can do that right there. And as soon as you do that, you can click save down here at the bottom right. And as soon as someone joins your server, they will automatically get the member role from now on. So that's all I'm going to set up here in this section. We're going to go back to the dashboard up here. And we're going to set up reaction roles real quick. What this basically is, if you don't know what reactions are on Discord, if someone sends a message, right? If I just send a message like that and I right click on the message, you can actually add a reaction, basically add an emoji to the message, right? So I could do 100 and that's what a reaction is on Discord, right? So what a reaction role does, I went ahead and joined my server, my main server on this alt account. I actually have reaction roles here in the roles channel. We have a Halloween theme going on, sorry. But basically what it does is these are the reaction roles right here, right? So you can react with a red circle to get the live stream ping role. And basically I use that role instead of adding everyone whenever I do a live stream. I'll just come in here on my live stream channel. I'll send out an @livestream_ping. Basically, if you want to, you can do this for anything you want, but this is what I use them for, is live streams and my videos also with the camera flash. So you can come in here, react to that and react to that. And if I scrolled all the way down to find my name on this list, it would be right here. You can now see I have the live stream ping and video ping role. So those are what reaction roles are. To set them up, it's really simple. You're just going to select the channel that you want the reaction role message to be in. So we're going to do, we didn't set up a roles channel. So ideally you would want to set up a roles channel for this. We'll just put it in the roles channel for now, because why not? You can type in whatever you want, message you want here. React to this message to get a special role. You can change the color of the little embedded part of the message that Me6 is gonna see right here. We'll just do purple. And now you can add a reaction. So let's do a thumbs up, and the thumbs up will give you the, for now, let's just do a bot roll. And we're gonna get this error because what we're gonna have to do is come back to Discord. What that message is telling you is that Me6 is too low on your role tier list to be able to give out the bot roll. So we're gonna come into our server settings. We're going to go to our roles, and you're gonna see you have a new Me6 role in here now, right? So what you're going to do is drag this above every role that you want Me6 to control. In this case, I want it to be able to control me as well. I use that for like level features and stuff. So we're gonna drag it to the top and we're gonna click save changes. Now we're gonna come back over to Me6 and you can see that message is gone. If someone reacts to the message with a thumbs up, then they will get the bot roll. I think you can set up, yeah, you can set up to 2 in one message. So you could also set up the smiley face and member, and that would give you up to 2, you can get up to technically 2 reaction roles per message. So after you're done with that, you're just gonna click save, and we're gonna come back to the dashboard and we're gonna set up the moderator plugin. Enable the plugin, and what this is going to do is basically give you an auto moderator role. Me6 will actually automatically do stuff for you, like delete bad words. And then down here, you've also got commands, like easy, quick commands that your moderators can use. So if we scroll back up to the top, you're going to select a role for the moderator role. We're going to do our moderator. You can do your admin as well, but if you gave your administrator role that administrator privilege at the bottom, then you don't have to worry about that at all. So the moderators can now be able to use all of these commands down here. And you can come in and edit the commands, disable commands you don't want. And it also allows you to set up a audit logging channel. Basically what an audit logging channel is Discord actually has one built in. If you come up here, you can go to your audit log. And if we turn off streamer mode, it's just basically a list of events that happen in your server, right? So you can see I updated the roles for Me6. I added Me6 to the server. Basically, it'll give you this, but inside a text channel. So if you want to add that, feel free to. If not, it's not a big a deal. You already have one built into Discord. So pretty self-explanatory so far, right? Let's go back to the dashboard. And there's, like I said, there's a ton of things you can do in here. Utilities, you can add statistic channels. You can search things on Google. If you have premium, you can do all these social connection plugins. What we're gonna do now is set up the music channel. Now, this one's pretty self-explanatory. What it lets you do is listen to music directly on Discord. So it's really easy to use. You have all these lists of commands right here, and you can go in and edit them if you want. Some of them are premium, but you can still use the basic features. So if we join the music channel that we set up, so if you come in here and type in !play and the name of a song and click enter, it'll join whatever music channel or whatever voice channel you are currently in, and it'll start playing music for you right there, and it'll give you a now playing message. And if you want to, and when you're ready for it to stop playing music, just do !stop, and it'll automatically leave the channel and stop playing the music. So pretty easy to set up, right? Not too bad. So now you've got all that set up, that's the most basic features on Mi6, right? Just to get you started, come in here and feel free to mess with any of these settings. There's tons of things you can do. Inside each different plugin, there's literally so much different stuff in the plugin. So definitely experiment, see what you can come up with, and whatever makes your server the most fun. So the last thing I'll show you guys is something I use to kind of spice up the look of your server, right? It's a website called coolsymbol.com. And it's got a ton of different symbols that you can use at the beginning of your text channels. For instance, I already copied one. So if we go to edit channel, I can paste that symbol at the beginning of the channel name and click save. Now you can use emojis to do this if you want, but if you want something that's a little more simplistic to make your server look really neat, then I definitely recommend checking out this website, because there's so many different, and then obviously it's got all the actual emojis, right? But as far as just random symbols and characters, it's got so many cool ones that you can pick from. So as you can see, I went ahead and added in the symbol to a bunch of my channels, and it gives it a really neat and clean look. And you can get really customizable with these. You can even come in and add one at the end, and it just gives it a nice, clean, and professional look. So I think that about wraps it up for us, guys. Honestly, I can make this video an hour and a half long if I wanted to show you guys everything about Discord, but I don't want to take up that much of your guys' time. Discord is an amazing tool, and it has so many features, and there's so many third-party features that you can use inside your Discord server. But hopefully I was able to keep it kind of short and sweet for you guys, and able to help you guys get your own server set up. And now you can, in the future, in the coming weeks, you can jump in and just change things up and really make it a nice, cozy home for you and your community. But I think that about wraps it up for us, guys. Really quick, before you click off the video, make sure you check out the top link in the description. Head over to nordvpn.com/discord and get signed up for the Discord partnership program. And that way you can start earning money in your Discord server for completely free. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to consider subscribing. I do a lot of different streaming and gaming content on this channel, as well as I have a side channel. I'll have that link below at the bottom of the description. I do a lot of variety gaming content on that channel. And if you guys want to join my Discord server, that link is also down there. You guys can join it, get some ideas for your own server. And it's also a really cool place to hang out. You know, we've got a lot of people in there always chatting throughout the day. So definitely feel free to check it out. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Peace.